I was closing 15%, and I was ready to jump off a bridge. Finally, I went to a house and I said, I'm not doing this anymore. And that's the day I realized that emotion sells and products don't. She then punches her husband in the arm and she goes, that's what I want! I've been in home sales as 25 years, I think it is, something like that, 25 years. And my first actual sales job was selling sunrooms. So the sales training was 5 days, Monday through Friday, 8 hours a day, in the same room. And every lunch and at the end of every day, we had a test. So we would spend hours. It's the length of the screws. This is the metal the screws are made of. This is the R value of the roof. This is the tensile strength of the aluminum.
Yeah.
This is the glass. These are the rollers. On and on and on. And we had to take a test. Then they said, okay, now we're going to show you guys how to sell the sunroom. So 4.5 days of product. Last 2 hours of Friday, we're going to show you how to sell it. You know what they showed us? This is the order you show the products. So you got to show the roof first. Then you got to show the rollers. Then you got to show the glass. There was no sales training.
Yeah.
It was just, our product is so good, that's what's going to buy. That's what people are going to buy. And the national closing average of this particular company was 15%. Every rep they had, their total closing percentage was 15%. And after 2 months of doing this myself, I was closing 15% because that's what they wanted. And I was ready to jump off a bridge.
Yeah.
Basically, almost everyone I saw said no. So I was so fed up after 2 months. Finally, I went to a house and I said, I'm not doing this anymore. Instead of we had to walk in with the 2 giant suitcases. Like literally, we were told, walk in the house with the suitcases. And these were like 5 by 6. These were gigantic, just huge things.
Are you moving in?
Yeah,
Did you just
exactly,
come
right.
from LaGuardia? Like, what?
It was crazy. They weren't even on rollers.
Yeah.
So I went in the house, lovely couple, probably in their early 60s, beautiful home, beautiful backyard. And all I said, and I had just a clipboard, I said, hi, I'm Allan from the company, and how can I help you? So I said, how can I help you? She says, follow me. She takes me out to her back deck, beautiful backyard, nice deck. And she's like, we love sitting out here on our deck, but we can only use it a couple months a year. It gets too hot in the summer. We can't use it in the wintertime. We're thinking about putting a sunroom. And all I did was I looked around, and this just occurred to me. I said, wow. I said, imagine that being out here in your all-glass sunroom on a beautiful December day with the snow falling, and you're watching your deer walk through your yard drinking a cup of coffee. And then I shut up. She then punches her husband in the arm, and she goes, that's what I want!
That's it.
That's it! I went inside with them, and 45 minutes later sold them a $60,000 sunroom. Never showed a screw, a roof, a piece of aluminum, nothing but pictures. And that's the day I realized that emotion sells and products don't. That's a big thing for many sales reps to realize. Your product does not sell. The emotion of owning your product does. And you have to lead with emotion and problem solving, not your product. Your product is not what's going to make people buy. The emotion of owning it.